to my channel. So today I'm sitting down and I'm going to be talking to you guys about some brands that I want to try at some point in 2022. These are all brands that I haven't had a chance to try anything from them thus far, but they are intriguing me, they are catching my eye, and they are on my list that I want to possibly try at some point this year. Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about some brands that I want to try at some point this year, then let's go ahead and get started. I did do this last year in 2021, and I did go ahead and upload a video kind of giving you guys a little bit of an update a couple weeks ago during Vlogmas. I can have that linked in the eye and down below in case you missed it, but basically I told you the brands that I wanted to try in 2021, and then I updated you guys saying if I tried them or not. I like these type of videos. I think it's fun to see what kind of brands people haven't had a chance to try out yet, because there's a million different makeup brands out there. Obviously, it is impossible for me to have tried all of them, so there's definitely a list that I want to try. I went ahead and scooted over so I can pop up pictures here of the different products I am referring to, but of that list of brands that I wanted to try in 2021 that I did not get a chance to try, I only kept one of them on there to try again this year, and that is JD Glow Cosmetics. I went ahead and asked you guys in that video if this was a brand that I needed to keep on my to try list because I didn't get a chance to try them last year. And a lot of you guys in the comments down below were like, yes, Emily, you need to try them. A lot of people said if you like Pat McGrath's special shades, you definitely need to try out JD Glow Cosmetics, which I love Pat McGrath special shades. So they're an indie brand, which I think is really, really cool. I love supporting smaller brands when I can. And the thing that's extra awesome about them is they're not that expensive. For how beautiful and stunning and unique their eyeshadows look, they're really not that pricey for a single shadow, in my opinion. So the first ones that kind of caught my eye that I want to give a go is their Galaxy shadows. These retail for $8.25. Now, is $8.25 kind of a lot for a single shadow? Yes, especially when you can get like 4 and 5 pan eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore that are less than that with more shadows. However, these are going to be a curated special group of shadows that you pick special shades out of to try them out, if that makes sense. Like, I probably wouldn't make a whole palette full of JD Glow Cosmetics eyeshadows. I would just pick a couple that just look absolutely stunning to me and pick them up. So I personally don't think that that is terrible of a price, especially for how just reflective and stunning these look. And then also they have their shimmer shadows, and these are $7.75. So they're a little bit less expensive, but I also don't think they're as like poppy and punchy as their Galaxy ones, but I'm sure they're still stunning. So JD Glow Cosmetics was on my list last year. You guys told me to keep them on my list this year. I wasn't going to. I was gonna like let them slide and be like, I didn't try them, it's fine. And a lot of you guys told me to try them out. So eventually, maybe when they're having a sale or something like that, I will pick up a couple shades. I'm not a single shadow kind of girl. I don't reach for them very often. So that was kind of my hesitation with buying them in the first place, but they just look so stunning. The next brand on my list is Victoria Beckham Beauty. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tried anything from Victoria Beckham Beauty because she is luxurious and she is pricey. But there are a few things that have caught my eye, and I was this close. I was so close to making an order over Black Friday and Cyber Monday. She was having, I feel like, a pretty good deal. I think it was 20 or 25% off and then plus free shipping. So I was really close, but I put everything in my cart and then I saw the total price, even with the discount, and I was like, ooh, I just can't do it. At the time, I just couldn't do it. Does that mean I'm not going to do it in the future? No, probably not. I will probably eventually pick up something from her, but just, man, is she pricey. But a couple things have caught my eye. The first thing being her bronzing brick. This is $58. $58 for a bronzing brick. But then again, I spent $55 on the shop. Well, not really, because I got it on sale. But I mean, I have expensive makeup. I like expensive makeup. I just, like I said, couldn't in the moment just press the pay button. But like I said, these are on my list. I've heard good things about them. I think they're pretty. I actually do like that it's a bronzing duo to where you get 2 different shades and you can kind of customize your own specific bronzer. You can use the lighter one maybe in winter when you're a little bit more fair, and then the deeper one in the summer, and then mix them together intermittently throughout the year to make it match you perfectly, which I think is a pretty cool concept. And I have heard that they are nice and pigmented and pretty on the skin and blend in. So definitely have my eye on that. I also want to possibly pick up their lid luster. These are $36. Again, pretty pricey, and like I said about the JD Glow Cosmetics, I am really not a single shadow kind of girl. I don't reach into single shadows very often, but something about these just look so pretty. I kind of have my eye on the shade Tea Rose, but really any of them look really pretty. They just look really sparkly and just like a really beautiful topper shade. I don't know if they have enough base pigmentation to kind of use them on their own, or if you would only use them as a topper. I don't have like that information on me, but they do look very, very beautiful. And then the last thing that caught my eye from them is their Bitten Lip Tint. I'm not really a lip tint girl. I really go in with fully opaque lipsticks, but something about these lip tints just look beautiful. They look like you just ate a popsicle or like cherries or something like that that stains your lips. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of it. It's a lip tint. It is a lip stain, but it just looks so beautiful on the models on the website and just looks like natural and healthy. And then you could put a gloss over top of it and make it look nice and glowy, like my lips but better. I don't know, something about these really, really caught my eye. I also think her lipsticks look beautiful too. Just the whole aesthetic of the brand, it is very luxurious and bougie. The packaging I heard is really weighted and just nice. I like the like tortoise shell, tan, brown, black combination of her packaging. Just everything about this brand I really enjoy aesthetically, and I will probably eventually try something from them, hopefully in 2022. That's the point of putting them in this video. But yeah, that brand is just bougie and stunning. The next brand I want to talk about is Danessa Myricks. I don't know how I haven't tried anything from this brand, considering they're available at Sephora, and your girl shops way too much at Sephora. Plus, I've heard so many people talk about her products and say they are just stunning and they work so nicely and they're pigmented and they blend out well. I don't think I've really heard like one negative review about any Danessa Myricks product, which kind of makes me a little sus, but also maybe it's just like a really bomb brand that like people genuinely just really love. So I definitely want to give her a go, and she's really not that expensive, which is so great. The first thing I want to try is her cream bronzer. This is only $26. I don't think that's a bad price for a cream bronzer, especially from a brand that is available at Sephora. Jessica Braun loves this cream bronzer. She has talked it up a lot back in 2021. I've seen her mention it in a lot of different favorites videos and use it on videos. She says it blends out beautifully. It's a really nice color and tone. And I am a sucker for good cream bronzer. So I definitely want to try that out. Also, randomly, I want to try out her foundation. I haven't heard a ton of people talk about that foundation, but I have heard from my reviews and reading the information on Sephora about it. It says it's like a really full coverage, nice skin-like foundation, which is exactly what I want in a foundation. And it's only $22, which is not bad at all. I feel like I was having a little bit of trouble deciding what shade I would possibly be, but it looks beautiful nonetheless, and I would definitely like to try that out. I love trying new foundation products. And then the last thing from her is like the most popular product that everyone talks about. It is her Color Fix pigments. I think these are well, I don't want to say they're all matte. I think she has shimmer ones as well, but these are sort of pigments that you can use on your eyes, your lips, your cheeks. They're kind of like an all-in-one sort of encompassing product, which you guys know I love a good monochromatic moment. I love when my makeup is monochromatic and it all just flows and goes together beautifully and perfectly, which that product would provide me just that. Lips, cheeks, eyes that all just match perfectly together. I did have her matte ones on my radar, but I've heard her shimmer ones are also really beautiful as well. So maybe this will finally be the year that I tried Danessa Myricks. Well, I don't want to say finally, because I feel like she really popped up and blew up in 2021. I'm sure her brand's been around for a while, but I personally heard about her brand a lot in 2021. So she's on my radar. I want to try her eventually in 2022. And those Color Fix pigments are only $18. I don't think that's bad, especially if you can use it on literally your entire face. Definitely need to try her out. Then we have Scott Barnes. I have wanted to try Scott Barnes makeup for a very long time. Now, did Tati get him on my radar? Yes, Tati is definitely the one who I feel like brought Scott Barnes to be a little bit more well-known. Obviously, he was very well-known on his own before Tati. I understand that. He was Jennifer Lopez, or still is, Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist. So clearly he has a lovely career and I'm sure a beautiful reputation. But I personally found out about him from Tati and her having him on her channel so much. But I've heard from other people besides just Tati that his products really are amazing. LYS Beauty really likes a lot of his products, and then more than one of my friends on my Instagram account talks about his products and raves about them as well. So the main thing I want to try from him is his natural eyeshadow palette. It's $84. That's like so expensive. I will say it has a ton of different shades to it, which look absolutely stunning. You have a mixture of warm tones and cool tones, and I've heard his shimmers are out of this world. I've also heard his mattes blend together beautifully. This is definitely a color story that I don't need. I don't need it in my collection, but it's so beautiful and lovely and shades that I would wear on the everyday basis. So I definitely want to try that out. On sale though. I would not pay $84 for that. And the other thing I want to try out is his liquid lipsticks. I heard his liquid lipsticks are a beautiful formulation, that they're opaque, that they're thin, they're comfortable, they're not drying, they don't crack off your lips. I've heard such good things about his liquid lipsticks, and they're only $26. That's definitely way more doable than an $84 palette. The main shade I've been looking at is Engagement. It just looks like a really beautiful light sort of shade that I could use for an ombre sort of look. I struggle, I feel like, finding a lipstick or liquid lipstick light enough to do that ombre effect on me because I am so light and I am so fair. I'm already a piece of paper. So to get like a really light inner lip, I need like a really, really pale sort of shade, but one that's like not too drying and emphasizing of like dryness and that kind of stuff. So I've really been struggling finding that, but those just look so lovely. His lip glosses also look lovely as well. I definitely want to try those out too. This was another one kind of like Victoria Beckham that over Black Friday, I think he was, or maybe the New Year. I think it was after Black Friday. I wanted to say it was the New Year, but anyways, he was having a recent sale and I texted Ava and I was like, please tell me why I'm about to make a Scott Barnes order right now when I have been buying makeup left and right. We had just had the Sephora sale and then Black Friday and Cyber Monday got me and I bought a bunch of stuff there. And she was like, girl, I've heard good things, do it. But I ended up not pulling the trigger, even though you guys, I was so close. I sat on it for a few hours and then I ended up, I think the sale ended and I was like, ah, dang it. I didn't realize it was a short sale. But he will have sales again on his page. I know that wasn't like the only chance I had to pick up those products, but man, he is on my list. I want to try his brand so bad. Two more brands I want to talk about. The next one is LYS. This is another one kind of like Danessa Myricks that is available at Sephora. It's pretty affordable. There's a ton of different color shades in their range, and I really have heard good things about LYS. I do not want to try their foundation. I want to start off by saying that their like Serum Fix, I think, foundation. I just don't think that I would like that at all. It's a little bit more medium of a coverage, and I'm just not into medium coverage foundations or like serum-y foundations. So that is not what's on my radar. However, the bronzer, blush, and highlights, definitely on my radar. I've heard really, really good things about all of them, mainly the bronzer and the blush, a little bit less about their highlight, but I've heard really good things about the bronzer and blush. The bronzer is a powder, and I've heard that it blends out beautifully. It's a really nice tone. It lasts all day long. And then the blushes are cream, but kind of the same thing. I've heard they blend out nicely. They work well over powder. They last all day long. And again, super, super affordable in my eyes, especially for a Sephora brand. Their bronzer is $18, the highlight's $18, and then the blush is $16. I will say, one of the reasons that I have kind of not purchased anything yet, I like the triangle packaging. I think it's cool and I think it's innovative, but I just feel like it would be a little bulky and it would be hard to store. So that's like one of the main reasons I haven't tried them yet. Also, I don't need any more bronzer, blush, or highlight, but I think eventually I would try products from them, and I'm really excited to see what they launch throughout this whole year. And then the last brand I want to talk about is Odin's Eye. They're definitely, of the 6 brands I'm talking about today, the one that I want to try the least, but I feel like I've heard so many amazing reviews about their eyeshadows. That's the main thing I've heard about. I think they also have blushes, maybe highlights, and lipsticks. I haven't really heard a whole lot about those products. It's mainly the eyeshadows I'm focusing on today. The one that I really want is the Great Wolves eyeshadow palette. I believe this was in collaboration with Annette's Makeup Corner, but it's sold out. I mean, it makes sense. It was a collab palette. They're probably not bringing it back, which stinks because it looks stunning. Like, that palette looked absolutely beautiful, and I saw a bunch of really good reviews about it. The thing about Odin's Eye that I feel like has turned me off and made me not want to try it, I feel bad saying this, but I just don't really like the aesthetic of the brand. I feel like their like packaging is a little wonky. Their circle pans, like they almost look too small for some of the palettes they're in. And then some of the pans are like split pans where it has one shade on one side and one shade on the other. And I don't know, something about that is not super aesthetically pleasing to me. But I put this brand on the list of brands I want to try this year because I just keep hearing such good things about them. I keep hearing good reviews and that their eyeshadow formulation is really nice and lovely and beautiful on the eyes. That's really the main reason that they are on this list. So that goes to show that even if a brand's aesthetic and packaging don't vibe with you, good reviews and people constantly talking up your products can still make someone want to try them. And that was it, you guys. That was all of the brands that I want to try in 2022. There are definitely less brands I want to try this year than last year, but that's okay because I only ended up trying 3 of the 10 I talked about last year, I think, maybe 4. So I narrowed it down, went a little less crazy this year, and really picked 6 brands that have been on my mind that I really do think look like they have stunning products that I want to give a go this year. Let me know down below, have you tried any of these brands or products from them, and what are your thoughts? Are they worth it? Are they not? Should I try them? Should I not? You guys know I'm nosy. I love hearing from you guys down below in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.